Okay, so hi guys, it's Allison Marie, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you are new. So, in today's video, we're obviously going to be going over my, how I edit. So, I obviously use DaVinci Resolve. It is a free program. It's 100% absolutely free. It's honestly amazing. It does a lot of things that a lot of, I'd say it's the top comparable to Premiere Pro. And, once you get used to knowing how to use it, then it's actually pretty good. I wish I would have had something like this that I'm going to do when I started. So, yeah, hopefully this helps some people out there who are interested in how video editing and video production works in general. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get started. So, for starters, I have these clips right here, but that's not all I have. I have to add my intro to this, and I'm going to be making a separate video on how I make my intros and outros and things like that. But for now, I'm just going to pop that in there. You just literally just drag and drop. And then I go into this edit tab here. And then I always drag down this volume because it's always very loud. And then to go back to videos to get the actual video file, what you do is you just literally go to the recording file, wherever the recording file is located, and you just literally drag and drop. It's that simple. Now it does take like a couple of seconds for the audio levels to render in. But in the meantime, there's actually two audio levels. I don't actually know why that is. I only am recording with one. Yet it's recording two channels. I don't really know, and it like duplicates every audio sound. So I just drag this bottom one down all the way. And once this loads in, then I can finish showing you how I actually edit. Okay, so now that the video has been loading in the background, it is now ready to start being cut. So you can see there's like this long span of me not talking, getting prepared to record. So what you do, the default is this clicker tool. So you want to select the blade edit mode, or just shortcut, it is B. And then you just you can really cut wherever, but I try to get as close to it as humanly possible. And then you just right click on it and press ripple delete. And then here's my intro. And then what I did, I actually did this off camera because I was trying to figure out whether or not I paused there or what. I didn't, but what I did is I also, the audio was originally down there. I just drug it up. All you have to do to make it louder is just drag it. That's literally it. Literally, all you have to do, I love how I'm wearing the same outfit in this video as I am wearing right now. Little inception. My hair is actually very similar. I normally wear my hair back. But what you do is you just take the razor tool and you just click. That's all you do, just click. And then you have this little piece, this dead air. You don't want dead air in a video. That's when people will click off, is when there's dead air, then you have nothing. So to get rid of it, you right click, you select it and right click, and you press ripple delete. And you pretty much do that for literally everything. Literally everything. And the thing is, it's not just where there's a drop. So let's say this where I'm doing the seasons, I don't want to show that, right? I don't want to show this. I can find the part where I click. Let me scroll and find it. So there's right where I was about ready to go click it. So I clicked it. I'm scrubbing through this, going through it to change the season's length. I don't really need that because that's not interesting for the video. And just go to the end of where it was, and then just click there again. Just right click and ripple delete. It's literally that simple. Now, not everything is going to be honestly that simple. But this is, it's literally that simple. Just razor tool, click, right click, and then delete. It's literally just that simple. What really baffles me is the fact that people make editing out to be like this very difficult thing. And Yeah, sure, it can be. It can be very complicated, actually. But it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be so complicated that it's like impossible to learn. It's actually very simple to learn. As long as you know the basic tools, you're good. Because the thing is, when I first started my channel on my old channel, AllisonMarieSims, I wasn't editing any of the videos. I was just recording myself and uploading them. So it takes a while to gain like knowledge and know what you're doing and things like that. And if I would have known this stuff when I started out, I would have gained subscribers a lot quicker. Now I think that actually shows, because on this channel that I'm currently on, I believe at the time of recording this, let me actually say, I can actually tell you how many subscribers I have. As of the time of recording this, I'm recording this on April 21st, 2023 at 7:12 p.m. I currently have 40 subscribers, and on my other channel, it took almost a year to get 56. And it's April, and I've only been doing this since January. So if that kind of tells you, at least for me, I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but for me, editing and really caring about your content and caring about what you put out really is what grows your channel. And also having a catchy thumbnail and a catchy title. I could probably do a whole other video on how to grow your channel. Honestly, I might actually make a video on that. But there's a lot of things that go into YouTube. One of the main things is making sure it's a good video. And then if people aren't watching, then you can't gain subscribers, and then there's like not catching people's interest and things like that. So you really kind of gotta, if people aren't watching your videos, you kind of gotta figure out why. And I was having this issue for a little bit, so I know. And one thing I realized was that I wasn't dragging down my intro audio. So if you go back, I think on a few of my older videos, or some of my first videos that I uploaded, at least on this channel, my intro music was very loud. And that showed. Like my average view duration, like if I open up my analytics, you guys aren't going to be able to see this, but I can. So if I open up my analytics, and I go to, actually, I have no issues showing you guys this. I have no issues. So my subscriber count is currently down, but I did gain like a lot of subscribers last month, so technically I am, but I'm not, you know. And I got 96.6 hours of watch time. Now, if I did the last 90 days, you'll see I actually gained 39 subscribers, mainly because I gained 8 subscribers there, but then I also lost 4. So really it balanced out for I only gained 4, and that was my Not So Berry Challenge videos. But the thing is, it's YouTube. It's whether or not you're going to be picked up by the algorithm. But that's not why you're here. You're here for video editing. Not for me to ramble on about how the YouTube algorithm works. But yeah, video editing is just very kind of basic. You don't really need to use any of these unless you want to be fancy. I mean, you can't. My thing that I always do, though, and I'll give you this tip before I close out the video. Let me move this over here. So I have these pre-recorded videos. You always want to pre-record as well. For the outro at the end of the video, I'm going to grab my outro and just put it in here. And then what you do is you just grab the dip to color dissolve, and then that effect, let me grab this scroller bar. So what I was getting at was, if you just play like the last couple of seconds of the video, this is the audio. I'm going to drag that down so you guys can't hear it on my headphones. But if we do this and it plays out, we're going to let it play for a second. It's just playing and playing and playing where the recommended would be. And then it just fades. It just dips to black and it fades smoothly. That is the biggest thing I can recommend, because without it, I can show you without it. If you just right click, press delete, this is what it looks like without it. It just stops. There's no fade. It just is just a cut, chop, end. That's why I add the fade, because it like just fades to black and it can just fade perfectly into the either next video or the ad at the end of the video, or just to the play. When you're watching a YouTube video, right, and you're watching a video and you get to the very end and it's black, like it's black, and then you have the thumbnail in the middle and then the title. It kind of, you know, and it's just kind of that, it doesn't show like anything else. So that's why I do it. I know it's kind of a little bit in-depth and a little bit maybe thinking a little bit too much, but I think that it's a little nice little thing that I do. But yeah, I mean, besides from telling you where I get my music from, I get my music from Epidemic Sounds and No Copyright Sounds. I get my music from those two. Yeah, I mean, I recommend honestly No Copyright Sounds over Epidemic Sounds. Unless you're going to pay like $100 for the year, or like I think it's $12 a month or something like that. I don't know exactly what it is for Epidemic Sounds. But unless you want to pay like either a month-to-month subscription or a year up front for Epidemic Sounds, I would honestly recommend No Copyright Sounds, because everything from there is 100% free. You don't ever have to worry about copyright. Where with Epidemic Sounds, if you're not paying them and you post a video on your channel without paying them, it will get a copyright strike. Now, a lot of my videos have that because this intro and my intro and my outro are using their music, but it doesn't actually affect my channel. But I don't know if it'll affect monetization. I just, you know, want you guys to kind of be aware of that. If you do use Epidemic Sound, that is a thing. But honestly, I think at this point I've covered pretty much about everything I need to cover in this video. So if you like this video and you thought this video was informative, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and share this with someone you think might enjoy it. And as always, thank you